What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. It's at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. This one is the black male experience, responsibility without a foundation or with no foundation. Um, what I'm talking about is now, and I say this using the classic men who is deemed who needs to fix the community. But everybody, our community wants to give the responsibility of fixing the community to classic men, but there's no foundation. So not only do people want results and they want them right now, they want results on nothing. And at this particular point, for some odd reason, they feel like a foundation. If classic men built the foundation, that wouldn't be enough. You know. So in some ways, it's like, which one is it? Do you want a foundation to build on, or do you want um, us to, how can I say this, uh, skip the foundation part and just get to the amenities? Because, fellas, I'm gonna tell you something. Some of you may be living better than your parents lived and your grandparents lived. Some of you may have better jobs or make more money, even when you factor in the cost of living from your time now to their times then. Some of you may have created a business or whatever, and you're in the beginning stages, maybe the first 10 years of business, and you might be doing good, you might be just getting by, who knows, right? But just like most other businesses, um, you the question is, who can you pass it down to? And that's a hard question, because everybody else has their own dreams and aspirations, and the practical use of having a business that generates income and that you can use that income to fund your dreams and aspirations seems to be over the head of our community as a whole. And what I mean by that is, hypothetically speaking, if your family owned a tire shop, that tire shop brought in $10,000 a month profit, profit that for the family itself, not you know not not covering all costs, covering all costs to maintain the business, covering the cost to pay your employees, and after all of that, you make $10,000 a month, $120,000 a year, right? A person would, I don't want to sell, I don't want I don't want to sell tires. I don't want to be like dad or granddad selling tires. That's just so beneath me. I want to get a job being a such and such. Now, that whatever the such and such is, probably doesn't even make $120,000 a year, but it's prestige in it, right? I want to be able to do this and do that. So, but nobody ever told you, yo, if you if you keep this tire shop, that dad or granddad gave you, you're making $10,000 a month. You can fund um, whatever idea that you have with this money. You keep that tire shop and you make that money, and then you use that money to say, I don't start to invest in real estate, or you know, or a car dealership or a travel agency, whatever you want to do, build a website that services people, whatever you want to do. But no, because every other company does it. That's why they have subsidiaries. The idea from the subsidiary probably came from somebody who worked within the company who wanted to do something a little different than what the company was doing. It's usually how it happens. You know, there's no reason, and people don't look at it like that. But there was. How did Pepsi wind up owning fast food restaurants? They were selling sodas to food. We make soda, but let's own a Boston Market or a Taco Bell. Like, how you think that came into play? Because some people like maybe I want to get into fast food. Well, I'm gonna use this Pepsi money to do it. You feel me? Um, but that's part of what messes up the responsibility because people just are not practical and they don't do these things. The other thing is this: the responsibility with no foundation at some point is a problem because I said this before, it's absent of saying who is responsible for the demise of the community in the first place. See, and sometimes you gotta point to who messed it up, not to not for the sake of just saying who messed it up, for the sake of saying these are the people who 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 ruined what you could have built on at first. So you can hear where these people messed up. You can listen to their advice on what not to do, but you can't listen on but you can't they can't be on your team because they've had their chance 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years to get it right and they messed it up. So there's nothing they can do to fix it. There's nothing they're gonna do to fix it. As a matter of fact, they might just be able, if they tried to help, they would probably make it worse just subconsciously by their autopilot actions. So let them go. You have to identify the groups of people who messed it up so you don't continuously work with the groups of people that continuously mess it up, because we have people in our community who mess it up on purpose because they personally profit from the chaos. So you know um, to give somebody the responsibility without the foundation and not telling them who's at fault for messing up the foundation, who not to work with to fix it, I think is detrimental also. Add to the fact that you know our family structure is crazy because it's not that people are not getting married, because marriage is, I'm not gonna say marriage is obsolete, but the way that it's done in this country is basically obsolete. But the money that's used on divorce and child support is really, for the most part, if you think about it, college education money, the money to start up a business because you're not necessarily going to get a business loan because you're black. You know, so so the money you can put down and collateral that you can have is usually that's money that's taken by lawyers or just taken by, how can I say this, by people who want to get back at you so bad that they're willing to jeopardize your quote unquote family's future, your children's future, your grandchildren's future. So, you know, unfortunately, people don't look at it like that. That's why I talked about it before. I despise these high end primes because they're ridiculous, very ridiculous. You spending this much money on prime, but I'm betting these kids ain't going to college. I'm betting these kids don't have what they need to get ahead in life. I'm betting these kids don't have at least a cushion to say a 6 months worth of rent to have their own apartment. I'm betting on that. But that's the way it goes. So, it's just my opinion on this. We out.